Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So it's been a while since I've played on this character and I'd like to go and see if I can actually complete Hell Pit event with a character that, is very subpar. You can see my total item level is just over 28,000. These are my companions right here. I have the Abyssal Chicken, nice and cheap epic one. I have the Energon, also nice and cheap. And I managed to obtain the Black Dragon Ion Stone from the Zen Market with the 100% off coupon just before all these combat changes. And then as for my mounts, you can see I have only one epic mount from the Halloween event, and the rest are pretty meh ones here. Some of them I got from Juma, and some of them from, I guess, those starting quests. So yeah, my mount bolster, 9.5%. Companion bolster 15.5%, and these being my overall statistics. So we're going to jump in my DPS Paragon, so we'll gain this buff to our power just from our forte and a nice buff there to our accuracy as well. So slotting up my powers, I'm going to make sure that I'm in AoE, as we're mainly going to have to be killing a lot of mobs, I guess. So I believe this is what I'm going to run with as my setup, and we go to this guy and we claim the quest. Now, you're not going to be penalized by doing the quest on different characters. This character is on my main account, so you can see I've already completed one day on my other character in my previous video where I've gone over the basics of this event. Now, what you will lose out on is I'll obtain one of the event currencies on this character, and thus it won't be on the other character. But otherwise, as long as you keep doing them on the same character, and if you do the 14th one on the character at which you want to obtain that token of achievement, then you'll be perfectly fine. Right, so we just jump in here, take me to hell. Yep, sign me up, and we proceed in, and we can see if this is actually doable. Looking at my statistics now, you can see I'm scaled up to 40,000 item level. Now, of course, you'll need a level 80 character to actually partake within this Hell Pit event, but regardless of your item level, you'll be scaled up to 40,000, but if you're above 40,000, you won't be scaled down, so you'll have a bit of an easier time. So we have our potions, we have our redemption. Highly recommend this for a bit of healing, and we just have to kill and survive these waves of mobs. So you can see we can kill them fairly easily, but they're doing a hefty chunk of damage to us, so we're going to have to use our first potion. Guild Boon, I'm definitely switching to that healing potion one. We'll pick up this buff for sure, just if we need it in a pinch. And yeah, we're just gonna keep using our encounters, our heavy slash, to make sure we get that nice buff. And I have the fortunate ability to have a shield. However, you other DPS actually have it better because you can just dodge and completely ignore any incoming damage. Whereas I have a shield and I'm going to have to work to get that shield to regenerate. You can see it's a lot slower because if I hold up my shield, I'm not regenerating any. As for you guys with dodges and things, you can make sure you can just dodge around and avoid most of this damage, and you'll be fine. And what I'm going to do here now is you're literally just going to rotate around and around. I highly recommend running with an active companion, not an augment. An active companion will draw the fire of, let's say, some of those mobs that you haven't attacked yet, and thus you won't get hit as much, and your companion will be taking a lot more of the hits. So we have a lot of mobs here now, and they've killed me. So now we're going to have to restart. If we release, let's have a look. If I switch my mount combat power, we only have these two here. I'm going to switch to this one. So that was our first try, and you can see it's not too easy. Even if you stay on the outer edge of the arena, they're still going to come and aggro you. So there's no way you can take advantage of, let's say, that. You're just going to have to try and kill them, I guess, before they do much hurt on you. And yeah, you just get a lot of these mobs. Right now, we're not doing so great. We've already had one fail. I'm going to use this. We have our regeneration. We can take advantage of that to try and kill these mobs, at least some of them. Ouch. Use our daily here. More encounters. So we're getting by, just about. Use another Earth Shaker, my daily. get rid of some of these guys. It's literally just about keeping on top of killing them all so they don't overpower you. It's good stuff there going on my companion. Keep using those potions when we get them. I seriously doubt you can do it without potions unless you really stack up like proper healing insignias, but even then. So that's our first round complete. Now, we're not doing so bad whatsoever. Highly recommend this redemption, that's for sure. As for Insignia Bonuses, I have nothing that's going to heal me, no. Except Champion's Return. Okay, I'm just going to give you a little bit of a heal, but gives you 10% of your stamina and 5% of your hit points. So we're doing alright, and if we keep it up, we should be able to get through this without too much fuss. So we have this big shield buff now, that's wonderful. One of the best ones out there. Maybe the heal one's really good too. And just keep on top of these mobs and kill them as they come. If you let them overrun you, then you're just going to be toast, like I did on my first try. I could probably use my second wind actually. I'm going to use my shield here now. Let's pop that off, there we go. There's a lot of mobs around me. I don't know why I have the Hallister, but sure. It's my green artifact, and I do have the legendary one there. Maybe I should slot in that masquerade one. We'll do that when we get out of combat next time. Pop a healing potion just to make sure we're full HP before that shield goes away. So yeah, I think if I can do this on a fighter, you should be able to do it on any class, I believe. You just need the right power composition. Make sure you're in the right paragon. Even if you mainly play like a fighter tank, like you can see my gear and stuff is mainly directed towards being a tank. Then you just switch to your DPS paragon. You could stay on your tanking paragon, but I believe you'll severely lack a lot of damage, which you'll need to keep killing off these mobs. So there we go, we're on our next round. Come on guys, group up, and then we can get you all with my AoE powers. Like, if you have a character that has more epic companions, more epic mounts, you're going to have higher bolster, and especially with the companions and the way the scaling works, if you have those companions slotted in to give you more percentages, that's like outside, doesn't matter how much you're scaled, you'll still always retain these percentages. So that's what makes it really beneficial to have like these higher companion bonuses. Like this one here is 3% crit chance. This one here is like they're really low and are gone, giving me some hit points. So we've run into something interesting here. We have one mob who's sitting there and he's just shooting me, and we're not getting any more that's spawning in. Can probably take advantage of that. So if we just wait, let the guy shoot me, because we can just out-heal that with our potions easily. That's like, okay, now we have more mobs, so now we're definitely going to have to finish off these guys. We'll leave that one archer back there, and we'll see, can we do the same again? So, yeah, it seems to be the case, right? So if you just let one guy sit around there, then more will spawn, but it'll be a bit later. And that way you'll get a bit of a breather, rather than if you kill them all, then you'll immediately get more that will spawn. So we have two archers, we'll finish the one that the chicken's on. Oh, we're just gonna get more mobs now, okay. Come on guys, group up, group up. These ranged mobs are a bit annoying. You just gotta bring the other melee mobs to them, I guess. And that way you can kill them all together. So we kill those guys, we'll finish off this one, use another heal pot there. And then we'll leave that guy and we wait for the rest to spawn. So always leaving one guy there will definitely reduce the amount of enemies you gotta fight. Although, I gotta check this though. We have to clear the enemies to get to the next wave. So now I'm gonna switch to my legendary artifact. There we go. We'll see if it actually does anything decent. This legendary artifact, I got it ranked up for free from, I believe, the Masquerades of Liars event. So, yeah, the only artifact I've really spent much on was the Alistair's Blast Scepter. Okay, so we're on our round 4. Things looking pretty decent here. We did screw up the first time, but I believe I wasn't playing it too well then. Just running around a bit like a headless chicken. So we do have this one optional there. We can also have the big shield one. So as long as we don't move over onto that buff at the big skull, we won't pick it up, and it should remain in the arena for the entire round. So if we need to use the shield one, we can pick that one up after we've used it. Just keep on top of these mobs. I gotta pay attention. Okay, we'll leave the fire guy. He does a decent amount of damage, unlike the other guy. Okay, we have another wave of mobs. Let's keep killing them. I guess on a fighter, they do have decently high AoE magnitude powers. So let me know if you're struggling on a certain class, and I might go and check it out on that class and see if it's doable, because this is definitely easily doable on a fighter, and this is a super low spec fighter. You saw my build at the beginning of this video. There's like next to nothing that's good on here. Just, yeah, maybe 1 epic mount, 3 epic companions, just gear from Avernus and from the auction house. So let's use this real quick. Turns me into a mimic. Okay, we're gonna have to use the F key and get that shield, because otherwise we're gonna die there. We do not want to die now. We have so much progress. Nearly 8 minutes already here. So let's not die now. And before this round is over, the skull did disappear. Okay, so that's incorrect. It does disappear after a while. Anyway, let's use these heal potions while we can, because I believe we're not full HP. There's this one guy, we may as well leave him. Wait, okay, never mind. We have to kill him to clear the enemies. And we should be on to round 5. Hell yeah, this is going pretty well. Not too bad at all. We're full HP, okay. Don't need to use another heal pot. Still have that shield. A decent chunk of it there. Yeah, 570k. Pretty nice. We do have nearly 500k of our own HP. Boons, what we're looking at. Yeah, I got some HP there. Okay, so now the shield expired, and he should be giving us a new buff. Come on, give us a hit point buff. Oh, it's this one. I believe you get like lots of action points, so may as well use it. Yeah, we get like tons of action points. That's nice. More earth shakers. Use that. I should check out, can I use a second wind here? Shock determination. Second wind I can. So let's slot that there. Let's go here. Use another earth shaker. Probably not the best spot, but whatever. You need another heal potion. Heal potions with that heal potion boon are great. Make sure you're in a guild, because that's pretty nice. Sure, they will only heal you for about 220k, I believe is the base. Okay, let's use second wind. Okay, it heals me about 90k. Okay, not bad. I'll just use another second wind there. Healed me 100k, nice. My mount power, counter, another encounter. May as well sit tight on this guy. Okay, never mind, new wave of mobs. I really don't like the attacking animation on the fighter when you're blocking. I prefer to be able to hold down my at will and then block without it starting to attack. So this is our final mob, and we completed this with not too much bother at all, and our base item level is just over 28,000, and we get scaled up to 40,000. So on a fighter, I really don't have any problem that I can see with completing Hell Pit. You just need to be level 80 and I guess suit up with some gear. It's really not going to matter because you'll get scaled up. And then with companions, ideally you would have some decent ones here. I really don't have much available to me other than 3 epic companions. That ain't giving you a whole lot. What I highly recommend is running with an active companion to give you some of that extra survivability, due to the fact that that companion will get targeted by those mobs. And again, running redemption here is ideal. If you don't have a companion which has redemption, then perhaps consider picking up one before running into Hell Pit. Otherwise, definitely join a guild that has that boon which buffs those healing potions. It's really nice. That's a like 50% buff to these heal pots. Anyway, that completes our Hell Pit on our fighter. As you can see, I really didn't have too much trouble at all. Just needed to be patient and make sure you keep on top of those mobs and keep killing them. You can get a little pause area when you leave one mob alive, and you have then like a few seconds before the next mobs come, and then you can kill it. So with that being said, hopefully this is at least somewhat insightful and helpful to especially newer players out there who are struggling with this Hell Pit. On a fighter, it's not really much problem whatsoever, as you can see, on a very subpar build. So hopefully I presented this well. If I did, consider leaving the video a like, and if you're new around here, consider subscribing, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.